to eat and drink. The articles were all inserted in the society column, Mr. Smith?
They were, madam, and since I rewrote them myself using a false handwriting, no one will ever suspect where they came from.
And did you circulate the report of Lady Brittle's rendezvous with Captain Bostock?
That is going as well as you could wish. In the natural course of events, it will reach Mrs. Clackett's ears by nightfall. And then you know the work is as good as done.
I simply must tell you what I just heard. Truly, Mrs. Clackett has quite the gift, fortified by an infinite amount of energy and determination.
Indeed, she has been tolerably successful per day. To my knowledge, she's been the cause of 6 engagements being broken off and 3 sons disinherited. Of 4 forced elopements, and as many legal suits. Of 9 financial ruinations, and 2 divorces. And, as I recall, she was the one who used the Town and Country magazine because that unforgettable brouhaha between 2 people who had never even met each other in their entire lives.
Well, as I mentioned, she certainly has talents, but her manner is common and wrong.
True. She lacks that delicacy of nuance which distinguishes your ladyship's gossip from the other scandal.
Well, you are partial, Mr. Smith.
Not at all, madam. Everyone knows that Lady Sneerwell can come before with the merest gesture or the slightest word, and many can in the most intricate detail, even when they have no truth in their side to support it.
Yes, I will not deny the satisfaction I reap from the success of my efforts. I myself was wounded in the early part of my life by the venomous tongue of slander. Since then, I confess, I have found no greater pleasure than in reducing others to the level of my own injured reputation.
Nothing could be more natural. However, madam, there is one area you would employ me has been a complete loss as to motives.
Are you referring to my efforts regarding my neighbor, Sir Peter Teasel and his family?
I am. Here we have Charles and Joseph Surface. Orphaned at a young age upon the death of their father, and cared for by Sir Peter as if they were his own children. Joseph Surface is the elder son that every father could hope for. He is amiable and spoken of well among all those who know him. Charles, on the other hand, is the most extravagant young fellow in the kingdom, without any real character, any real friends, and, as of a week ago, without any real money. The former is a devoted admirer of your ladyship, and you apparently return the favor. The latter is attached to Maria, Sir Peter's ward, and she has professed her love for him. Therefore, I do not understand why you, the widow of a lord with a good inheritance, do not simply marry a man of such character and expectations as Mr. Surface. And furthermore, I cannot fathom why you were so dedicated to destroy the mutual attachment existing between Charles and Maria.
Well then, let me unravel that mystery for you at once. I must inform you that love has no place whatever in the conversations between Mr. Surface and me.
No?
His real attachment is to Maria, or rather her fortune. But finding that his brother is a favored suitor, he has been obliged to mask his desires and profit by my existence.
But why are you assisting him at all in his pursuit of Maria?
Are your senses so dull? Must I proclaim my secret weakness out loud? Must I confess that Charles, an extravagant, faithful scoundrel, is the one I love more than anyone else?
I see Mr. Ashton clear besides. However, there remains a question. How did you and Mr. Surface become confidants?
Through our mutual interest, I discovered his real character long ago. Around Sir Peter and his society friends, Joseph is a sentimental moralizer, a shining example of youthful prudence, sense and benevolence. But a closer examination reveals him to be devious, selfish, and malicious. It is this hypocrisy that has turned Sir Peter to his way of thinking with regard to Maria, leaving poor Charles with no one on his side in the conflict. Though I fear he has a powerful ally in Maria's heart, which is where we must direct our scheming next.
Mr. Surface has arrived. Would like to know if you're home together.
Yes, my sentiment.
Yes, my lady.
He generally calls about this hour. It's no wonder my he's asleep.
Indeed, Lady Brown has spoken of almost nothing else.
Mr. Surface,
demonstrate sensibility and discernment.
Yes, yes. Enough of this banal banter. I must know when you last saw your beloved Maria, or more importantly, your brother.
I have not seen either since I last left you, but I can inform you that they have stopped meeting. Some of your rumors against Charles has had a great effect on Maria.
My dear Snake, that victory belongs to you. But tell me, do your brother's troubles increase?
Every hour. I am told his creditor seized more of his possessions only yesterday. In short, his enormous debts and reckless extravagance exceed anything I have ever heard of.
Which Charles?
Yes, despite all his vices, one can't help feeling for him, can one? Poor Charles. I do wish it were my power to be of some service to him. After all, the man who does not share the distresses of a brother.
Heavens, Joseph! There's no need to be moral. You're with friends now.
Indeed. I shall hold that thought for Sir Peter.
And it is here that I must take my leave of you both. I have some letters to copy before sending them to the newspaper. Lady Scribble. Mr. Service.
Goodbye, my dear Snake.
Madam, if I may caution you, do not trust that man any further.
Why do you say that?
I have seen him spend an increasing amount of time with Master Rowley.
Your late father's former steward.
Yes, and now he works for Sir Peter. I've never liked nor trusted Master Rowley.
But do you honestly think that Snake will betray us?
In a heartbeat! Believe me, Lady Snarwell, when I say that man doesn't have enough virtue to be faithful even to his own villains.
Miss Maria has arrived.
I said, here's Maria.
Maria, my dear, how do you do? Whatever's the matter? That revolting Sir Benjamin Backbite has just arrived at my guardian's home with his odious Uncle Crabtree. So I slipped away and came here to avoid them. Is that all?
If my brother Charles had been in their company, madam, perhaps you wouldn't have been so alarmed.
Well now, Mr. Surface, I'll wager Maria came because she heard you were here. But tell us, Maria, what does Sir Benjamin do that Crabtree will whoop him? Oh, nothing, except spend his entire conversation slandering every acquaintance he has.
Yes, and the worst of it is there is no advantage in not being acquainted. He'll abuse a stranger as soon as his best friend, and Uncle Crabtree is just as bad.
Well now, we mustn't be too hard on Sir Benjamin. After all, he is something of a wit, and a poet. Wit loses its respect with me when I find it in the company of maliciousness. What do you say, Mr. Surface?
I agree, madam. I've always felt, well, the conversation in which ridicule is not allowed is the... No, that's not it. Right. To smile at a jest which plants a thorn in another's heart is to become an accomplice in the mischief.
There is no way to be witty without a little ill humor. Malice is the barb that makes a good thing stick to its target. Respond to that, Mr. Service?
And I couldn't agree more, madam. The conversation in which ridicule is not allowed will be the epitome of boredom.
Well, I'm not going to debate how much scandal is allowable, but in a man I find it always contemptible. We have pride, envy, rivalry, and 1,000 other ways to deprecate each other. But the man who engages in slander is more cowardly than a woman.
Mrs. Candor has arrived and would like to know if you're at home again.
Yes, yes, send her in.
Yes, Maria.
Maria, here's one more to your liking. Mrs. Candor may be a little talkative, but she is known to be the best-natured woman in the country. I know Mrs. Candor, thank you. She does more damage with her good nature than old Crabtree could ever do with his deliberate malice.
This is true, Lady Snarwell. Whenever I have my friends being maligned, I know there's no greater danger than Mrs. Candor coming to...
Mrs. Candor.
My dear Lady Scarewell, it is so good to see you. Oh, Mr. Service, we meet again. Oh, the scandalous things I hear about you. But then that's all we hear anymore anyway.
Indeed, madam.
Oh, Maria, my child. Oh, is it true? Is the whole affair off between you and Charles? But the world is so critical that no one's character can escape. For example, who would have suspected your friend, Miss Prim, of any indiscretion? But the rumors being spread by some very ill-mannered people is that her uncle stopped her last week just as she was stepping into the automobile with her dancing instructor. Oh, dear.
There is no truth to that report.
Oh, not whatsoever. I swear it.
Perhaps some people will think it was monstrous.
Yes, but in my opinion, those who report such things are equally guilty.
Oh, most certainly. Tale bearers are as bad as the tale makers. Oh, but I ask again, what is to be done? People will talk. There's no stopping it. Like, how do I stop Mrs. Claggett from telling me, as she did just this morning, about a certain gentleman of high reputation, namely Mr. Bostock, who is suspected of secretly meeting with Lady Brittle! Oh, dear! Oh, yes, but heaven knows that I would report such things, for I repeat, tale bearers are as bad as the tale makers.
Mrs. Candor, only everyone has your self-restraint and good nature.
Oh, indeed, Mr. Service. I cannot bear to hear people belittle behind their backs. By the way, I hope it is not true that your brother has fallen into complete financial ruin.
I'm afraid that circumstances are very bad indeed, madam.
Oh, I had heard so. But do tell him to keep up his spirits, for he is not alone in such a dreadful situation. Why, there's Lord Spindle and Sir Thomas Flint and Captain Quince and that Mr. Nugget, who are all equally destitute. So though Charles may be ruined, so are half of his acquaintances, a fact which will no doubt comfort him greatly.
Oh, no doubt.
Mr. Crabtree and Sir Benjamin Backwhite have arrived and would like to know if you are at home to guest.
Yes, and the maid.
Yes, ma'am.
Maria! Your ardent suitors in close pursuit seem to can't escape.
Mr. Crabtree and Sir Benjamin Backwhite.
Ah, my dear Lady Sneerwell, pleasure as always.
Mr. Crabtree.
And Mrs. Candor. Have you met my nephew, Sir Benjamin Backwhite? He has a stunning motor skills and great poetic talent. Oh, Uncle, please. No, it's true. He's the best rhymer in the whole kingdom, and no less fluent in a charade of reels. Uncle, I must humbly protest. It would surprise you to hear how skillful he is at all those things.
What surprises me, Sir Benjamin, is that none of your work has ever been published.
Oh, well, my little productions are mostly satires and lampoons, and I find that they circulate better merely by giving copies to the friends of those I am mocking. But I do have some love elegies, which once they've coaxed a smile from this charming lady, I shall distribute to the public.
Sir Benjamin.
You will be positively immortalized. Your reputation will be handed down to posterity like Annabel Lee or Lady of Shalott.
I have no interest.
Yes, madam, I think you will love them. And upon their publication, when you open that beautifully bound and printed page to see the slender rivulet of text meandering a meadow of margins, I'm sure you will agree they are the most elegant things of their kind.
What? Have you heard the news?
What do you mean, the report about?
The report. Not that way. The report that Miss Nicely is going to marry her own footman.
Oh, impossible!
It's true, madam. Everything is set and the chapel preserved.
Now they say there is urgent reason.
Oh, no, don't believe it. And shame on anyone who would believe a story about such a pretty lady as Miss Nicely.
Pshaw, Miss Nancy's prudence is the very reason that it was believed at once. She's always been so cautious and so reserved. Everybody was sure that there was some secret motive.
Oh, well, there still may be a mistake. You know, Sir Benjamin, very trifling circumstances often give rise to the most injurious tales.
They do, most assuredly. Did you ever hear how Miss Shepherd came to lose her suitor and her character last summer at Tunbridge? Would you repeat it?
Well, Founders' Assembly, the conversation happened to turn to the difficulty of breeding Nova Scotia sheep in this country. And one young lady in the company said,
I have known it to be true, for Miss Letitia Shepherd, a first cousin of mine, had Nova Scotia sheep that gave her twins.
What?
Cried Lady Dunley, whom you all know is as deaf as a post.
Has Miss Shepherd had twins?
this mistake, you may imagine, threw the whole company into a fit of laughter. However, it was all over town by next morning that Miss Shepherd had indeed given birth to a fine boy and girl.
Very strange.
Oh, and it had happened, I assure you. But tell me, Mr. Service, is it true that your Aunt Lady Olivia is coming home?
Not that I know
She has been in the East Indies for such a long time, you probably don't remember her. How sad it will be that she'll return only to see how your brother Charles has turned out.
of. Charles has been imprudent, to be sure. But I hope no busy bodies have already precious Lady Olivia against him. Charles may reform.
Oh, he may. And from my part, I do not believe him to be so void of character as people may say. And though he may have lost all of his friends, I am told that no one is more highly regarded by the moneylenders.
That's true, Benjamin. No man is more popular in the exchange.
And yet, no man lives in greater splendor. When he entertains guests, he has a dozen footmen in the foyer, and a butler in everyone's.
Gentlemen, this may be entertaining to you, but you have very little regard to the feelings of a brother.
Their malice is intolerable. Lady Snarebell, I must wish you good morning. I am not very well.
Oh, dear, she looks quite pale.
Do follow her, Mrs. Kendra. She may want assistance.
Yes, I most certainly will.
Oh, thank you.
Poor dear girl, who knows what situation she might be in.
Do you suppose that she is truly ill?
She simply cannot bear to hear Charles so ridiculed.
The young lady's inclinations toward him are obvious.
Do not let yourself be put out for it. Follow her and put her into a good mood. Recite some of your elegies to her. Come, I'll assist you. Very well.
But, Mr. Service, I did not mean to offend you. It's just the truth is, your brother is utterly on time.
Utterly as undone as any man has really ever been. He can't even raise a single farthing.
He sold everything in the house that wasn't already bolted down.
I was there. Not a thing left but empty bottles in the cupboard and the family portraits in the attic.
And I'm very sorry that I heard some bad stories against him.
Oh, he has done many a mean thing, that's for sure.
But however, as he is your brother,
We'll tell you everything. Some other time.
It is so hard for them to leave a subject they have not completely demolished. Now, Mr. Service, I must not listen to scandal. I must hurry along and spread my own, or I shall fall behind.
Until next time, Lady Snarebell. No, Lady Teasel, I will not stand for it.
Well, Sir Peter, if you don't want to stand, you may sit. But I fully intend to have my own way when I want it. Which is, oh yes, always.
When an old bachelor takes a young wife, what can he expect? It has been nearly 6 months since Lady Teasel made me the happiest of men. And since that day, I have been the most miserable dog ever put in wedlock. We started arguing on our way to the church and had a full quarrel going before we even reached the door. More than once on my honeymoon, my rage was enough to choke me, and all of our marital bliss had dissipated even before my friends were done wishing me happiness. I had tried to choose so carefully. She was a girl reared entirely in the country. She knew no luxuries beyond one silk gown. Yet now, she plays a part in the extravagance of society. She ridicules me in front of my acquaintances, and and dispense with my fortune. Worst of all, I'm beginning to doubt whether I ever loved her. However, I'll never be so weak as to admit that. Lady Teasel, I insist.
I may have been raised in the country, but I know full well that all the fashionable women of London are not accountable to anybody after they are married.
So a husband is to have no influence, no authority.
Certainly not. If you wanted authority over me, you should have adopted me, not married me. You are certainly old enough to adopt me.
And there's the real point, I suppose. I'm old enough. Well, you may ruin my life with your temperament, but you will not ruin my financial status with your unrestrained extravagance.
I'm no more extravagant than a woman of fashion ought to be. You may go, Dash.
Madam, if you had been born in such a life, I would not be surprised at your speaking this way. But you forget how you were when I found you.
Oh no, I haven't forgotten. It was a very disagreeable life, or I never would have married you.
Yes. You led a rather humble life as the daughter of a plain country squire. Do you recall where I first saw you, sitting at your embroidery frame, surrounded by piles of wool, spun by your own hands?
Please don't remind me.
And your daily occupation of milking the cows, collecting chickens' eggs, and brushing your Aunt Deborah's lapdogs.
Abominable. Not a true word in any of it.
Every word of it true, madam. This was your situation. Yet now, there is no one more extravagant in fashion, no one more immersed in the fopperies of the society fools. Never forget, Lady Teasel, your days of hairnets and cross-stitch.
You horrid man.
This was your life. And what have I not done for you? I have made you one of fashion, fortune, and rank. In short, I have made you my wife.
Well then, my dear Sir Peter, please, do just one more thing for me.
And what is that?
Make me your widow.
Don't flatter yourself. Your ill conduct may disturb my peace, but it will never break my heart.
Well then, why do you make yourself so disagreeable to me and oppose me in every little elegant expense?
Did you have any of these elegant expenses when you married me?
Why, Sir Peter, would you have me be out of fashion?
What had to do with fashion when you married me?
I should think you would want to have your wife considered as a woman of taste.
Madam, you had no taste when you married me.
Indeed, now that I have married you, I shall never pretend to have taste again.
If these are your sentiments, madam, tell me how I came to be honored with your hand.
Shall I tell you the truth?
If it's not too much to ask.
The fact is, I was tired of all those little delightful recreations which you have so heartily described, and having a wish to enjoy and spend a fortune, I determined to marry the first rich man who would have me.
Was there no one else you might have ensnared?
Well, I spun my web around several, but you were the only one I could catch.
Thanks for being so blunt.
And now, Sir Peter, if we have finished our daily quibble, I presume I may go to my engagement today with Maria to Lady Snirrel's house.
A charming collection of friends you have made there.
Why, Sir Peter, they are people of rank and fortune and very high reputation.
Yes. In fact, they won't let anyone have reputation but themselves. Many a miserable wretch who has been drugged to the hangman's noose has done much less mischief than those scandalizers. And they have made you as bad as any of them.
Well, I do participate, but I bear no malice against the people I abuse. It is all out of pure good humor. I dare say they deal the same way with me. But do remember, Sir Peter, you promised to come with me today.
Well, I shall be along shortly, if only to make sure someone is there to defend my honor.
Well, make sure you come sooner. It will be too late.
What can I do? She is so charming. When she shows contempt for my authority and contradicts me in such a pleasing manner, and she is never so attractive as when she is trying to be repulsive. Only the mistress would obey her master.
Peter, how's it with you today?
Very bad, Raleigh. Very bad.
What has happened to trouble you since yesterday?
A good question to a married man.
Surely Lady Teasel cannot be the cause of your uneasiness. I know that your tempers do not precisely agree.
The fault is entirely hers. I have told her at least 100 times a day I cannot bear her teasing spirit.
Indeed.
But Lady Snirrel and those vipers who meet at her house encourage this cantankerous disposition.
I'm sorry to hear this, my friend.
And on top of this, My ward Maria rebels against my authority and absolutely refuses to accept the man I have chosen to be her husband.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes, she would throw herself, I assume, on his profligate brother.
Charles will change his ways, for I am certain. But as for Joseph, he is not worthy of Lady.
We have spoken once before, and I will not repeat, you are wrong. Upon their father's death, I took them in, so no one had more opportunities to judge their hearts, and no one knows them better than I do. Joseph is a man of moral sentiment, a model for his peers, and he practices what he proclaims. As for Charles, if he had had a grain of virtue in his soul, he squandered that with the rest of his inheritance. Olivia will be deeply mortified when she finds her generosity being misapplied.
Which reminds me, I bring news that will surprise you.
Oh, what is it?
Lady Olivia has arrived and is in town as we speak.
I thought you did not expect her this month.
I do not, but her voyage has been remarkably quick.
Should we tell her nephews of her arrival then?
No, she wants to examine their characters before she reveals herself to them. We have to plan something for their examination these past 3 days.
She needs no examination to discover their merits. However, that is her decision. Does she know I am married?
Yes, and she wants to wish you much joy.
You may tell her it is too late. Raleigh, when an old man marries a young wife, he deserves to get, no, the crime carries the punishment with it.
I insist that we hear it, Sir Benjamin.
Yes, Benjamin, the poem, by all means.
My dear uncle, look what you've done. Please, it is such nonsense.
No, it is really quite clever considering its extemporaneous nature.
Very well. Ladies, first be acquainted with the circumstances. One day last week, I joined Lady Betty Curricle in a ride in her carriage to the park. We had just passed the South Lawn when she asked me to write some verses of some of her poems. I took one look at the team, whipped out my pocketbook, and in one draft produced the following. Sure never was seen two such beautiful poems. Other horses are found as these macaroons. To give it this title, I'm sure it's wrong. Their legs are so stiff, and their tails are so long.
Carriages written faster than the crack of a whip, and in a moving carriage.
Well done, Sir Benjamin.
Oh, please, a mere trifle.
Oh, I must have a copy.
Lady Teasel and Miss Maria.
Lady Teasel, welcome. But where is Sir Peter? He will be arriving shortly. Maria, how serious you look. Come, join Mr. Surface in a game of croquet. I take very little pleasure in cards. However, I'll do as you please.
Oh, what happened to all scandalous? Oh, I don't know if I can remain in your company.
Why, what's the matter, Mrs. Candor?
Oh, he will not admit that he finds our friend, Miss Vermillion, to be beautiful.
Oh, surely she is a pretty woman.
If you say so.
She has a lovely fresh color to her cheeks.
Oh, yes, it is. Freshly put on.
Oh, come now. Her coloring is perfectly natural. I have seen it come and go.
Oh, you certainly have, man. It comes off at night, and then it goes on again in the morning.
Oh, but you cannot deny that your sister is, or was, very handsome indeed.
Who? Miss Evergreen? fair.
Oh, that!
She's no less than 56.
Oh, Mr. Crabtree, you do her wrong. I must say that she is 52 or 53 at the most, and I don't think she looks any over it.
But it isn't fair to judge her by her looks, since you can't see her face anyway.
Well, if Mrs. Evergreen does make an effort to disguise the damage time does, you must admit she does it with great ingenuity. And surely, that's better than the careless manner in which Lady Verdon conjures up her wrinkles.
It's a bit severe, I dare say. I mean, it's not that she doesn't paint herself well, you know. It's just that when she's finished, she joins it so poorly to her neck. She ends up looking like a badly restored statue, such that a museum curator could tell at once. The head is modern,
The bust is antique.
Oh,
well said.
goodness, but I should not be laughing at such cruelty. Oh, you wicked people. By the way, what do you think of Miss Simber?
She has very pretty teeth.
Indeed she does. And they're always available for viewing. For even when she isn't talking or laughing, very seldom the case, the old hag never shuts her mouth. She just leaves it hanging ajar like shell.
How can you be so mean-spirited?
Oh, but at least she has teeth. Mrs. Prim goes through great labor to conceal her losses in front. She draws in her mouth until it resembles the snark in the poor box, so that all of her words will slide out edgewise. Well done, Lady Teasel. We have one of Mockery's gifted prodigies among us today.
Sir Peter.
Oh, here comes Sir Peter to spoil our fun.
Ladies, at your service. Another reputation slaughtered with every word, I suppose.
Oh, I am so glad you have come, Sir Peter. They have been so critical today, and Lady Teasel is as bad as any of them.
I'm sure that must be very distressing to you, Mrs. Pym.
Yes, they will not allow anyone to have any positive qualities. And Sir Benjamin, he's the worst. He is as critical as Lady Sallow.
Well, she's one to be critical. Awkward, gawky, making no sense
Mr.
whatsoever.
Backbite, please. Lady Sallow is a relation of mine by marriage, and we must make allowances for her character. After all, a woman has much going against her when she tries to pass as a young maiden at the age of 36.
Oh, but she still is quite radiant.
And graceful, particularly when you consider she didn't have the least bit of education. For, as I'm sure you know, her mother was a Welsh hat maker's daughter, and her father, a baker in Bristol.
Oh, you're both entirely too good-natured.
Yes, painfully good-natured. To abuse her own relatives in this way. May the Lord have mercy.
Oh, Sir Benjamin, I am good-natured because I cannot bear to hear evil spoken against a friend. I am always telling my cousin Olga that, and you all know how she fashions herself a critic of modern beauty.
Well, she herself has the strangest face the world has ever seen. It is a collection of features from all over the globe.
Yes, indeed, she has an Irish head
And Caledonian hair.
and a Dutch nose.
Austrian lips.
The complexion of a Spaniard.
And teeth a la chinois.
In short, her face is an international buffet.
Oh, mercy. This is the person I dine with twice a week.
Oh, you are wrong to laugh at her so, for I must say that Olga is
Madam,
one...
I simply must intrude. Olga is a dear acquaintance of mine, and I hope you will not slander her any further.
Just because you are in no mood for a rest, are you not going to allow a little wit in others?
Madam, wit is not the snarling dialogue I've observed. True wit is far more related to good nature than you may be aware of.
Yes, they're so closely related, they never shall be married.
Or rather, they already are married. Would you specify no one ever sees them together?
Sir Peter's such an enemy to scandal, I believe you'd have it outlawed by Parliament.
In truth, madam, if they were to consider the slaughter of reputations to be as bad as poaching on private grounds, they would enact a bill for the preservation of fame.
Why, Sir Peter, would
where the author cannot be found, those endorsing it would be fully responsible.
Yes, but Sir Peter, you are assuming that all scandals are complete falsehoods, whereas I have found that no scandal exists without some foundation in truth. And
Sir
And
Benjamin!
on that note, I'm growing tired of this conversation. Would anyone care for a game of cards in the library?
You'll have to excuse me. I have business I must attend to, but I'll leave my character behind.
There goes a strange being. He can tell you stories of him that would make you laugh endlessly. If husband.
Oh, never mind that. Let me hear them.
Well,
I see you take no joy in their company.
How can I? If mocking the misfortunes of innocent people is the definition of wit, then I pray God makes me a very witless woman indeed.
But they only appear malicious. They mean no harm by it.
Then all the more shame upon them for not demonstrating some self-control over the impertinence of their tongues.
I agree, madam. I've always felt that one who spreads a little untruth on purpose is more despicable than one who spreads a lie accidentally. But tell me, Maria, how can you feel so strongly for all the innocent ones and still be so unkind to me? Must I continue to hope in vain?
Why do you continue to bring up a subject that causes me such distress?
But why do you continue to distress Sir Peter by opposing his wishes? Are you still determined to love Charles?
Whatever feelings I have for that young man only grow stronger the more you abandon him in his time of misfortune.
Please, do not leave me with that frown. I swear that as long as I... Good heavens. Here's Lady Teasel. You must not, no, you shall not, for who I have the greatest regard for Lady Teasel.
Lady Teasel?
If Sir Peter were to suspect for a moment...
Maria, you are wanted in the next room.
Goodbye, Mr. Service.
What is all this?
Well, Maria has observed some of my recent concerns for your happiness, and she threatened to acquaint Sir Peter with her suspicions, and I was just endeavoring to reason with her when you came.
I see. And do you often argue with people while on your knees?
Well, she's a child, and I thought a little melodrama could help the situation.
Well, we'd better get back to the library or we shall be missed. I doubt Maria will be coming back to hear more of your arguments.
Well, under current circumstances, we should not return together. I like that was close. I should be a little more careful in my strategies. I'm beginning to wish I never created such a good name for myself. It has forced me to create so many deceptions that I can't keep track of them all. And if I'm not careful, they will all come crumbling down around me.
So my old friend is married to my young wife in the country. After so many years of bachelorhood, he's been conquered at last.
Yes, but you must not tease him about it, Lady Olivia. For it is a rather tender subject, I assure you. Even though he's only been married for 6 months.
They usually been repenting half a year. Poor Peter.
Here he comes now.
Olivia, my friend, welcome to England.
Thank you, Peter. I'm glad to find you well.
16 full years.
It's been a long time. Long enough to get married, I hear.
Yes, I have entered into that happy state. However, we'll not speak of that now.
As you wish, Peter. So, I hear my nephew was quite a wild rogue.
Wild indeed. I am sorry to say, Olivia, that Charles is utterly lost to us. I myself have already turned my back against him.
For me to turn my back against Charles would be to forget myself at that age. My brother and I both learned about life through our mistakes. And yet, before he died, my brother was one of the better men I ever knew.
Joseph is your better man in this new generation. I would say everyone speaks well of him.
I am sorry to hear that. For if everyone speaks well of him, it means he has too good of a character to be an honest fellow.
Olivia, are you blaming him for not making enemies?
A man with no public enemies, as a man that is privately stooping to please everyone, even the most vile crooks and swindlers.
Well, you shall be convinced otherwise when you speak with him. His conversation itself is edifying to the soul.
We shall see.
Oh, there is nothing left to see. Charles squanders his money the moment he gets it, as well as squandering money he doesn't even have. He keeps company with the rabbles of society, the least of which is Miss Careless, whose own reputation is so notorious, I need not repeat it here. And rumor also has it that he is developing a relationship of an extremely indecorous nature with my wife.
Rumor. And you believe every rumor you hear, of course?
No, of course not. But frankly, the rumors about Charles are entirely too believable.
Well, I certainly am not committing any errors Charles has truly made. But before I form my judgment of either of them, I'll be examining their hearts.
I shall stake my life on Joseph's honor. But tell me, what do you plan to do? Raleigh mentioned something earlier, but did not enlighten me at the time.
Quite simply, I plan to interview boys.
Just like that.
Of course.
Do you really expect Charles to account honestly while sitting face to face with the woman who controls his financial salvation?
Certainly. Or should not know he's sitting face to face with the woman who controls his financial salvation.
Of course! The boy has never laid eyes on you.
Not since he was young enough to recognize me even as an aunt. He shall certainly not recognize me now.
But tell me, under what pretenses do you presume to interview him?
As a moneylender, I have it from Master Crowley that he has exhausted the limits of yet another creditor, and is even now looking to secure a loan.
How do you propose to come to his attentions?
Crowley, would you bring in Mr. Moses?
Yes, ma'am.
For the past few days, Master Crowley has been an invaluable assistant to me. He has introduced me to several of my nephew's associates, including a Mr. Moses, an accountant who has been generously helping Charles with his financial affairs. In a few days, I shall have Mr. Moses introduce me to someone who might be able to buoy his sinking monetary reserves. As such, I'm guaranteed an audience with him.
No doubt.
By the way, Raleigh also knows a Mr. Snake, who should have evidence that should put your mind to rest about Lady Teazle and Charles. From what I have heard, if she has a friend in anyone, it is in
I've heard too much on that subject, thank you.
Mr. Moses, come.
I am Joseph.
So, Moses, I hear you've been assisting Charles' service with his accounts.
As best I could. As I have already informed Lady Olivia, I did everything that I could for Charles, but he was already ruined before he came to me for assistance.
That's unfortunate.
Yes. I have one last resource, however. This evening I am introducing Charles to a city financier who does not know him and will, I believe, advance a loan.
This evening, you say,
Yes, ma'am.
and the lady's name,
Miss Preview.
and Charles has never met her.
No, ma'am.
Let Miss Miriam enjoy a restful evening at home. I will go in her place.
You, ma'am?
Yes, Charles has never met me either, and I have reasons for meeting with him before my identity is revealed. Tonight will be perfect.
But are you ready?
What do you mean?
Well, I'd say you're a little too properly dressed to be a moneylender.
Not in the least, sir. She looks every bit the picture.
But this does raise some questions. For example, I know nothing of the monetary dialect.
Well, there's not much to learn there. You simply must be exorbitant in your demands.
No trouble there. I'll ask for 10% interest, at least.
You would be discovered immediately if you were to ask me more than that.
Well, how much then?
That depends. If he's not in urgent need, you should ask double.
50.
If, however, he is in urgent need, you can ask double.
Well, a fine, honest employment you are living, Olivia.
And not unprofitable.
Then, of course, you don't have the money yourself, but will be forced to borrow it from a friend.
Should I be taking notes?
And your friend is the most unscrupulous dog, but you can't help it.
My friend is a most unscrupulous dog, is he?
Yes, and even he does not have the money, but will be forced to sell some stock at great loss.
Forced to sell
time. Charles lives just down the road.
Oh, no trouble there. Mr. Moses seems to be quite the able tutor. I'm sure he will turn me into a complete penny pincher before we turn the corner.
Good evening, Olivia.
Good evening, Peter.
Rob, stay here. You are already partial, and I don't want you racing ahead to tell Charles the plot.
Never, Peter, for I know that Charles will present himself to Lady Olivia without any further prompting from me.
Then, do me a favor, will you? Olivia spoke of a friend of yours, a Mr.
Snake.
Yes, Mr. Snake.
A friend, his type of friendship must be bought or sold, Peter.
Well then, go and buy me an appointment to my library. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, sir.
I would be so happy if my suspicions of Charles and Lady Teasel are unbounded. Perhaps I should speak to Joseph about it as well. Yes, I think he will give me his sincere opinion. Maria, has Mr. Service returned with you?
No, sir, he was engaged.
Maria, the more you converse with that amiable young man, do you not consider the courtesies he deserves in return for his affections?
Sir Peter, your frequent requests upon the subject distress me greatly. You force me to declare that, in truth, I would prefer any other man's attentions to those of Joseph Service.
I think it is only Charles whom you prefer.
You are unkind, sir. You know I have obeyed your commands to neither see him nor write him, and I have heard much to convince me that he is not worthy of my attentions. But neither must I find fault, even while severely condemning his vices, in feeling some pity for his distress.
Well, pity him all you please, so long as you give your hand and your heart to someone more worthy.
Never to his brother.
Take care, madam. You have not yet felt the full authority of a guardian, and don't force me to demonstrate it to you.
It is true that by my father's will, I am bound for a short time to regard you as his substitute, but I must cease to think of you as such when you compel me to be miserable.
Was there ever a man so cursed as I, with everything conspiring against him to cause him distress? I had been barely married a fortnight when Maria's father died, on purpose, I believe, simply to plague me with the care of his daughter. But here comes my helpmate. She does appear to be in a good mood. I would be so happy if I could tease her into loving me, if even just a little.
Sir Peter, I hope you haven't been quarreling with Maria. It is such a waste of your bad moods to be when I'm not around.
But Lady Teasel, you have the power to put me in a good mood at all times.
Oh, I do hope so. For I want you to be in a positively charming mood right now. Do be a good man and lend me 200 pounds.
200 pounds? Is there a charge for being in a good mood? Well, you shall have it, provided you send a bond for its repayment.
Oh no, my hand will do just as well.
There now. Might we not always live like this?
I do say, I don't care how soon we stop quarreling, provided you admit you were tired of it first.
Well then, let our future contentions lie who shall be the most obliging and courteous.
Why, Sir Peter, good nature is very becoming in you. You are looking quite like you did before we were married, when you used to walk with me under the elm trees and tell me stories of your gallant youth, and when you asked me if I could ever love an old man who would deny me nothing, didn't you?
Yes, and you were kind and attentive.
So I was. And I stood by you, and my friends would ridicule you.
Indeed.
And when my cousin Sophie called you a stiff old bachelor and laughed at me for thinking of marrying a man old enough to be my father, I defended you. I always defended you and said that you'd make a very good husband.
Yes, and you prophesied correctly. And now we shall be the happiest couple.
And never argue again?
No, never. Although, at the same time, my love, you must watch your temper. For if you recall all of our little quarrels, you began first.
Well, I beg your pardon, my dear Sir Peter, indeed. You always gave the provocation.
My love, take care. Contradicting is not the way to keep friends.
Well, then don't you begin it, my love.
Don't you see? You are doing the very thing which you know makes me angry.
To be sure I'm not. But if you're going to be so peevish about it...
There now, who has begun first?
Why, you, my love. As usual, I have said nothing. But there's no bearing up under your temper.
The fault is your
You're just what my cousin Sophie said you would be.
Your cousin Sophie was an impertinent little gypsy.
How dare you abuse my relations?
May all the plagues of marriage be doubled on me if ever I try to be your friend again.
So much the better.
I was a madman to marry you.
And I was a fool to marry you. You, an old worthless bachelor who's still single at 50 only because he had never met anyone who would have him.
Well, you'd never met anyone of you either.
I do believe I refuse Sir Jeremy Terrier, whom everyone said would have been a much better match.
Madam, I am done with you. You are unfeeling, ungrateful. I believe you to be capable of anything that's bad. Even now, I fully believe the reports concerning you and Charles.
Take care, Sir Peter. You'd better not insinuate any such thing. I won't be suspected unjustly. I promise you.
Fine. We shall separate as soon as you desire, and as soon as the courts allow. I shall be an example to all old bachelors who are foolish enough to consider marriage.
It would seem, then, my dear Sir Peter, that we are of the same mind once again. Something you proposed only a moment ago.
Lady Teasel!
You are determined to be in a passion, I see. I won't interrupt you. Goodbye.
Plagues and torches! How does she do that? I'm a most miserable man. She may break my heart, but she will not keep her temper.
That you have a wealthy aunt, I know. But as far as your expectations will turn out, it's more than you can tell.
No, ma'am.
my inheritance from Lady Olivia. Though, at the same time, the dear woman has been so generous to me, I'd be very sorry if anything happened to her.
I feel the same way, I assure you. However, the bond you propose happens to be the worst security you could offer me. I could live to be 100 and never see return on my investment.
Oh, yes, you would. The moment Lady Olivia died, you'd come to me for the money.
But I have heard she's as hale and healthy as any woman her age. It could be years.
Well, there again you are misinformed. The climate has ruined her health, and her face has been so greatly contorted that not even her closest relatives recognize her.
Her own relatives do not even recognize her. How amusing.
Yes. Very good. Very good. I mean, very amusing. And very good news on your fears about besting me.
But I have heard Lady Olivia's coming over. Some say she's already arrived.
Oh no, I would know better than you whether or not she's come or not. She's in Calcutta as we speak, isn't she, Moses?
Yes, certainly.
But I have my news on very good authority, haven't I, Moses?
Of course you do.
So is there any other form of income for you, Mr. Surface?
What do you mean?
Well, I have heard, for example, that your father left behind a great collection of silver, racing cups, trophies, things like that.
Yeah, but I sold all that long ago.
Good heavens! Those were family heirlooms! And I have also heard, for example, that your father's library was a great collection of rare scholastic publications.
Yes, but I thought it'd be such a shame to keep all that knowledge to myself.
Good heavens, not the books. But no generations of learning. What has become of those books?
Moses, do you know?
You'd have to ask the auctioneer, sir.
This is too much. So I suppose there is nothing left of the family heirlooms.
Not unless you like family portraits. I have a room upstairs full of family pictures, so if you like old paintings, I'm sure we can reach some definite bargains.
Good heavens! You wouldn't sell your forefathers, would you?
Every single one of them, to the highest bidder.
I am not some Shylock in a place, sir. We'll trade you in money for your own flesh and blood!
Why so angry? What do you care as long as you get your money's worth?
Very well. I'll make the purchase then. Oh, the villain. Charles, what keeps you?
I can't come yet. We're going to be having a sale in the attic. Miss Prima, we're going to have all the ancestors.
Oh, burn your ancestors.
No, she can do that afterwards if she likes. But stay, Fearless, we may need you. You should be the auctioneer.
Well, if that's the case, then let me at it.
And Mr. Moses, you should be the appraiser if we need one. But, Miss Premium, you don't seem to like this business.
Oh, yes, I do, greatly. It's a clever little game. Selling one's family by auction.
To be sure, when a man needs assistance, where else should he get his assistance but from his own relatives? To the attic!
Charles, of all the rotten, degenerate, outrageous! Sir Peter was right. You are a scoundrel! I will never forget this, and I will never forgive you!
Come in, ladies and gentlemen. The entire Surface family is right here, all the way back to the Norman Conquest. Mr. Moses and Miss Premium, if you'd be so kind. Now start from here, to your podium.
But I don't have a hammer. What's an auctioneer without a hammer?
How true. Take this. It is the Surface family genealogy. You shall have no ordinary wooden gavel. It's the family tree. Feel free to strike them as hard as you would like.
Not only will it serve as a hammer, but a catalog that inventory as well. Now let's get to it.
Well said. Our first item then is my great uncle, Sir Richard Ritter. He was a great gentleman in his days, I assure you. He fought in all the battles of Malcolm, got that cut over out of his eye, and then Dougal Monroe War. You shall have him for £10.
Make him speak.
This pyramid would have you name another price.
£12.
Done. Sold.
Next, here we have my great aunt Deborah. Sitting under the paintbrushes of Mellor, declared to be a very quality likeness. There she is, you see, a shepherdess, feeding her flock. You shall have her for £5. No, £5 pen, because of the extra sheep. Bah. a grandfather of my mother's, a learned judge, well known in the Western Circuit. What do you rate him at, Moses?
4 guineas.
Only 4 guineas, but that's the price of his wig alone. Miss Cream, you have more respect for him. You know I can't let him go for anything less than 15.
I own. Sold.
Here's a jolly fellow. I don't know what relation, but he was the mayor of Norwich. Take him at 8 pounds.
No, 6 will do for the mayor.
7.
Done. Sold.
But this retailing could take all day. Let us deal wholesale. What do you say, Miss Cream? 300 pounds for the rest of the family in a bundle?
Yes, that's the best way. Well, anything to accommodate you. But there seems to be one picture which you have passed over. What, that sickly little girl on the table? Yes, this one. However, I do not think she's quite as sickly as you make her out to be.
Why, that's my Aunt Olivia. It was done before she went to India.
That's your Aunt Olivia? Oh, Charles, I pity you. That's as stern a figure as I've ever seen. Unforgiving eye, frightful face. Don't you think so, premium? I do not. I think she has as honest a face as any in the room, dead or alive. But I assume she goes with the rest of the canvas.
Gad, no. I will not part with Aunt Olivia. The dear one has been very good to me, and I won't part with her picture until I have rooms with her in it.
Good heavens, he may be my nephew after all. But sir, when I get a whip in my head, money is no object. I'll give you as much for this one as I have for all the rest together.
You can't have it. Haven't you got enough of them?
I forgive him everything. But sir, I seem to have taken a fancy to this picture.
Never in all my days, ma'am.
Just like his father, bless his heart. Now, you won't budge on Olivia.
No.
Well, then here's a bank note for the total.
Why? This is for 800 pounds.
And you refuse to sell Olivia.
Yes.
Well, then the total is probably a bit much, but we can work out the balance some other time. If I may be so bold to declare it, I find you to be an honest fellow. Come along, Moses. Quite a central genius, I dare say.
Yes. Where Mr. Moses found such a fine lady, I'll never know.
Charles, is Mr. Alley here to see you?
Well, could you bring him up for me?
Me? I guess so. Anything for you. Oh, and don't be too late.
You go wait with Miss Coquette.
See you later, Charles.
800 pounds. My ancestors were more valuable than I thought. Ladies and gentlemen, your most humble servant. Ah, Rowley, you were just in time to say goodbye to some old friends.
Yes, I just heard they were being bought. I overheard Mr. Moses and a stranger talking about it as I passed them in the front hall. But you seem quite happy they're departing.
Yes, one should be sad at the departure of one's relatives. But the ones living in my attic haven't moved a muscle in years, so I don't see any reason why feeling sorry for their departure.
Do be serious, just for once.
Seriously then, take this down and exchange it at the exchange. And take 100 pounds over to Widow Stanley immediately.
100 pounds, but sir.
Don't just stand there. Widow Stanley's needs are urgent. And the longer you stand there, the more chance one of my creditors will show up and I'll have to pay off all my debts.
Which is precisely what you should do.
I know. Be just before you are generous. But I found that justice is a crippled old woman who does not keep up with generosity. Well, that is her loss.
Mr. Charles, for the last time, you do have obligations.
Yes, I'm glad it's the last time. Now go.
There you go, Mr. Charles Sings in all his wanton extravagant glory.
True. But notice you refuse to sell my picture.
He wastes it all in tankards of ale and trinkets for young ladies.
But you refuse to sell my picture.
And what little he has left, he uses a gambler.
But you refuse to sell my picture. Probably, how did it go?
You bought all those paintings.
Yes, I did.
Don't surprise me like that.
It was rather unexpected, but it does not seem to have disrupted my examination of my nephews. In fact, it revealed characteristics of Charles that I may not have otherwise observed. So, we shall carry
some of the money to an old widow Stanley, who is herself having financial difficulties.
And there you have it. Despite his overwhelming debts, Charles is still so unstoppably charitable.
The boy's heart is a good one, and for that I will satisfy all his debts, as well as helping out widow Stanley.
And who is this widow Stanley?
A friend of their mother's. She was most generous to my nephews in her day, though neither of them has ever met her. They knew only of her and her generosity through correspondence.
I see.
That's it.
What?
Joseph has never met Widow Stanley, and Joseph has never met me. Very well. I am no longer Miss Premium, the financier. I am now Widow Stanley, friend of the family. And thus, I shall now examine my nephew Joseph.
Not just yet, ma'am. I believe Sir Peter intends on calling on Joseph very soon. You would do well to wait until he is alone.
Very well, then. Oh, Mr. Moses, 1,000 thanks, and your excuse.
Thank you.
Rowley, I myself have not seen Widow Stanley for years. Tell me all you know about her.
Bridget! Bridget, where are you? You heard it all from Lady Teasel?
Not yet, sir.
I am surprised. She would have sent me a message by now if she could not make it at her usual time. Surely Sir Peter does not suspect anything. I hope not. I would not want to lose Maria because of a mishap with the missus. Why does she not write?
Perhaps it's because she's here, sir.
Here?
In the main hall, sir.
Why didn't you tell me? You said you didn't hear a word from her.
Indeed, I had not. For I had just opened the door to her when you called me in here. She had no chance to say anything.
Well, send her in at once.
Right away, sir.
Watch your step, Joseph. Lady Teasel may already suspect your designs regarding Maria. After all, you were only on your knees practically proposing to her when my lady walked in. She must not be let in on a secret yet. At least, not until I have secured more for her favor.
I'm so sorry I'm late. I was unable to get away as I would have hoped.
Madam, punctuality is a symptom of predictability, a very fashionable quality in a woman.
Do not moralize, Joseph, when you should be pitying me. Sir Peter is growing more and more ill-tempered recently. And jealous, too. Jealous of Charles and his supposed affection for me.
I'm glad my scandalizing friends keep that up.
I do wish Sir Peter would let Maria marry Charles, and then perhaps he'd see that there's nothing between Charles and myself.
That would be horrible. It would be wonderful, wouldn't it? And then my dear Lady Teasel would also see that I could not have any desire myself for that silly Maria.
I believe you already, Joseph. Besides, I don't see why she would have so many admirers anyway. I can't keep track of them all.
Well, they admire her for her fortune and nothing else.
Ah, but of course, they would want her fortune, wouldn't they? For though she is quite pretty, she is nevertheless so serious and reserved all the time, and she certainly never gets involved in social circles.
Well, we all have our
And
tastes.
she never gossips about anyone, which makes her very uninteresting. One wants a little frivolity in a girl.
Maybe her eyes express the frivolity that her mouth cannot.
When she's not squinting.
Lady Teasel, she does not squint. This ball you have launched upon Maria has indicated that you have spent far too much time with Lady Sneerwell. She has corrupted your good nature.
My views on Lady Sneerwell will hardly allow her to be my tutor in her shameless art. Despite my presence in her school, I have come to be hearing that she's even been spreading scandalous rumors about me. And for a teacher to abuse her students is intolerable.
My dear, wounded Lady Teasel, how can I ever make it up to you?
You can start by telling Sir Peter. Sir Peter
Sir Peter,
is on his way upstairs as we speak.
good heavens.
I thought you might want to. Oh, if he finds me here, I'm ruined. Oh, the scandals that will be spread. Hide me! In here, my lady.
Ah, Mr. Surface. Improving your education as usual, I see.
Sir Peter, I do beg your pardon. Come in. I don't believe you've been here since I last refurnished this room.
It looks splendid, Joseph. You You've even made the dressing screens a source of knowledge, I see.
Yes, I find the screens to be very useful.
When you want to find something in a hurry.
Yes, sir. I didn't do it in a hurry.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Well, Joseph, I have a little private business I wish to speak with you about.
You can go, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
Sit down, Sir Peter.
Thank you. And now that we're alone, I have a topic to speak with you about that is of the greatest importance to my peace of mind. In short, my dear friend, Lady Teasel's conduct recently has left me very unhappy.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear this.
I am beginning to believe she's developing a relationship with someone else.
Indeed. Astonishing.
Ah, my friend, I knew you would sympathize.
But of course, Sir Peter, such news, if it were true, would hurt me just as much as it would hurt you.
Oh, it is true, I am quite convinced.
But who's the man? Can't be Sir Benjamin Backbite.
Oh no, would you believe? Charles!
My brother? Impossible, Sir Peter. You must not believe the scandalous insinuations you hear. Charles is guilty of grave things, but they're quite trivial when taken individually. I could never conceive of him committing such a gross injury upon anyone.
The goodness of your own heart deceives you, Joseph.
Yes. But what if they principalities?
Well, she does have a lot of principles, but principle is easily shattered when struck by the flattery of a lively young fellow.
That's very true.
Charles and her are both approaching the prime of their life, while I, its final curtain.
Sir Peter, you mustn't exaggerate. But I still cannot believe that Charles is guilty. But if it were to be proven true, I would declare him to be no brother of mine. The man who can trample with such vehemence upon the laws of hospitality and leads astray the wife of a good friend deserves to be branded.
How far removed from Charles you are. How noble. How moral.
Say what must be said about Charles, but I still cannot suspect Lady Teasel's honor.
Oh, I do my best to think well of her, and remove all cause for quarrels between us. And that is the second reason I have come today. Lady Teasel has often scolded me for making no financial settlements with her. But the trouble is, we differ so greatly on the idea of finances. I have determined she should be her own person in that regard, and I have been making preparations for her very probable future as a widow. Here, I have two very different wills. By this one, she receives 800 pounds a year while I live, and by this one, she will receive the bulk of my fortune upon my death.
Either one is extremely generous. Certainly hope this does not spoil everything I've worked for.
Oh, I plan to sign them both into effect immediately.
Really?
Yes, I am determined she shall have no cause to complain. However, I don't intend to let her know about the second one until much later.
Neither would I, if I could help it.
And now then, I would like to speak with you about your prospects concerning Maria.
Oh, Master Peter, another time, please.
I am very disappointed with how little progress you have made with her affections.
Sir Peter, and please, another time.
Although you are so averse in having me inform Lady Teasel of it,
Sir Peter, I must beg your indulgence, but my mind is far too occupied with the first subject of our conversation for me to reflect on my own concerns. I could not speak about this for days, I am sure of it.
Sir,
Yes? What is it?
your brother's here, and he wishes to speak to you.
Well, tell him I'm out.
Okay.
no, wait. Let him come up, but delay him a little bit.
Well, let him come up then.
Yes, sir.
As long as it distracts Sir Peter. Egad, that was close.
Now then, I shall hide myself somewhere in this room, and you press him hard on the subject concerning his friendship with Lady Teasel.
You ask me to join in such a deception? To trick my own brother to confess it before your very ears?
If you are so convinced of his innocence as you say, you are giving him an opportunity to clear himself. Now, if you excuse me, I'll be just behind the screen. Who or what was that?
It was my My cat, sir.
Do your cats often wear crazy coats?
Well, the truth of the matter is, sir, I was down to tea and cakes with the young lady down to tea and cakes.
There is no harm in sitting down to tea and cakes, Joseph.
Yeah, but you know how ladies sneer while in her company delight in minor indiscretions that are no indiscretions at all?
Yes.
So, when I was down to tea and cakes, and I heard you were arriving, I had the young lady hide behind the screen to avoid all possible embarrassment for her and myself.
But she will overhear everything. She's heard a lot already.
She can hear all she likes, for she's a French hat-maker and speaks not a word of English.
Well, let me hear the rest then. Now, if you excuse me.
Alive, that was close.
Couldn't I sneak off?
Keep close, lady.
Press them hard, Joseph.
Please, sir, keep back.
Put you off Sir Page in another
Be quiet, I beg you. Are you sure that they won't
Black, not fool!
Oh my, Brazil is a South American and not Europe.
What's wrong?
What?
Meaning, I've never been detained by Bridget until today.
Well, that's Bridget for you. I don't know why I bother keeping her on staff.
But, where's Sir Peter? I thought he was here with you.
He was, until he heard you had arrived.
Do you think I wanted to borrow money from him?
No, but I'm sorry to say, Charles, but you have given that worthy man cause for great uneasiness.
I'm told I do that to a lot of people. But, did he say why?
To be plain, he thinks you're endeavoring to steal Lady Teasel's affection from him.
See, the little fellow has just discovered he has a young wife. Or she had discovered that she has an old husband.
Charles, this is no laughing matter.
Seriously then, I swear I have never had the slightest inclinations toward the lady, upon my honor.
Well, it will certainly give Sir Peter great satisfaction to hear this.
There was a time when I thought her ladyship had taken a fancy to me, but upon my honor, I never gave her the least encouragement. That would be highly dishonorable. And you know my attachment to Maria.
But surely even if Lady Teasel had indicated the fondest affection for you.
Joseph, look, I hope and pray I would never deliberately commit a dishonorable action. But if a pretty woman crossed my path, a pretty woman married to a man who will not be her father,
Well,
I just have to come to some of your moral fortitude, that's all. But I'm very surprised that rumors associate me with Lady Teasel. I always thought you were her favorite.
shame on you, Charles, of all fools.
No, it's true. I have seen the two of you exchange
Charles!
communications. And that
I
one time
please
I saw
stop.
the two of you sitting
I
together.
must make him
And
stop.
another time when you...
Pardon my truth. Sir Peter has heard all that we've been saying.
What?
He wanted to hear your testimony from your own mouth, and I wouldn't have consented to the plan, because I knew you would clear your name.
Well, where is he?
Shh! He's behind that screen over there.
Well, then he shall come out for himself.
No, Charles, no!
Sir Peter, come out of there. Out, I say. So my old guardian has taken evidence incognito.
Give me your hat, Charles. I confess, I did suspect you wrongly. But don't be angry with Joseph. It was my idea.
Indeed.
I have put behind me all the ill words and rumors I've heard about you. What I've heard today has given me great satisfaction.
Well, then it's a good thing you didn't hear anything else, isn't it, Joseph?
You were about to retort upon me?
Yes, that was just a joke.
Of course.
Yes, Lady Teasel and Joseph, how ridiculous.
I know his honor far too well to fall for such things. And now, I know of your honor as well.
Gentlemen, I must beg your pardon, but I must ask you to wait downstairs, because a person has arrived on a particular business.
Well, you can see them in another room. Sir Peter and I haven't seen each other for quite some time, and I have some words to say to him.
He must not be left alone. I shall send the man quickly. Send him away. Not a word about the French hat maker.
Of course not. Ah, Charles, if only you associated more with your brother, one might have more hope of your redemption. He is a man of strong moral fiber.
His moral fiber is a little too strong-winded for me. But he never has anyone over. He wouldn't even let a priest in, let alone a lady. Because after all, People will talk.
I am quite tempted to tell him. It would be such fun. Oh, come, come. You do your brother wrong.
He's an absolute hermit.
You must not speak of him like this. He may hear of it later.
You won't tell him, will you?
Not me, no.
Well, who then?
It would serve him right for revealing my hiding place. Would you care to have a good laugh at Joseph's expense?
Oh, more than anything.
Then listen. When I arrived here, he had a young lady with him.
Joseph? No.
It's true. A French hat maker. He claimed she only spoke English, but I heard her speaking English.
Interesting.
Yeah. But the best part is, she's here even now.
You hadn't screamed?
Yes.
Well, then let's have a look.
But Joseph will never forgive me.
It's okay, I'll defend you.
Here he comes.
Don't worry. Why, Lady Teasel! How delightful!
Lady Teasel! How horrible!
Sir Peter, this is one of the most elegant hat makers I ever saw. Were you all playing hide and seek? Was I the only one not in the secret, your ladyship? Joseph, would you care to tell me what's going on? Very well. Sir Peter, you were in the dark before, but perhaps you are not so now. Or perhaps you still are. This is awkward. The room has gone quite mute. Though I'm well aware I know nothing of this, I'm well aware I assume you all understand each other perfectly. So I'll leave you to yourselves. Don't worry, Sir Peter. He's a man of strong moral fiber.
Sir Peter, I confess that appearances are against me, but if you will bear with me, I shall explain everything to your satisfaction.
Please do, sir.
Well, the fact is, sir, that Lady Teasel, knowing of my attention to your ward Maria, and being apprehensive of your jealous temper, she, sir, called here in order that I might explain the motive for my attentions to Maria. So, but on your arrival, she became apprehensive of your jealousy and hid behind the screen over here. And this, you may depend on it, is the whole truth of the matter.
Well, that does seem to be in order. I assume the lady will vouch for it.
There is not one syllable of truth in what that man has just told you.
What?
Will you betray me now after all I've done for you?
My dear Mr. Hypocrite,
How dare you?
Let her alone, sir. And let's hear it.
Sir Peter, I did not come here today to discuss Maria, and I was in fact ignorant of any intentions toward her by this man. I came here today because this man led me to believe that his intentions were for me, that his passion was for me. I cannot excuse the fact that I encouraged him in this behavior, but neither will I sacrifice your trust to his treachery.
Those are the most honest words I've heard today.
The woman is mad.
No, sir. She has in fact recovered her senses. She has been shamed by the honest, sincere, unwavering devotion of a husband whose love she does not deserve. Sir Peter, if you had not found me here today, I promise you that my changed life would have spoken as clearly as I proclaim it now. And as for that hypocrite with the velvet tongue, I see him now in a light so truly despicable that I shall never forgive myself for having listened to him at all.
Sir Peter, heaven knows
That you are a villain. And so, I leave you to your own conscience.
Sir, there's a little Stanley here to see you.
Little Stanley.
She says she's a friend of the family's.
Yes, I know who she is. We have never met, but I do know her. And I know that her fortunes have changed somewhat, and she has come, no doubt, to ask for mine. We'll send her away.
I'm afraid I've printed letter in, sir.
What? When would you think I would want to see her?
It's not like I wanted a letter in, but there was Mr. Rowling with her.
You blockhead! I'm in no mood to receive a visit from poor acquaintances. Well, since you've already let her in, don't just sit there. Send her in!
Right away, sir. It's not my fault. Sir Peter could only...
Get out! Never was there such a cruel trick dealt by Lady Fortune. My reputation with Sir Peter, my hopes with Maria, destroyed in a moment. And now I must hear poor complaints for poor people? I don't think I shall be able to give her a welcome. I shall step out and prepare myself.
I say, is he trying to avoid us? That was him, wasn't it?
Yes, perhaps we arrived too suddenly. He has weak nerves, and the sight of a poor acquaintance might be too much for him.
Weak nerves at the sight of a poor acquaintance? Is this not the man Sir Peter exalts as a most benevolent and charitable character?
Oh, he has much charity, ma'am. He heeds well the old proverb, charity begins at home.
In his case, it also stays at home. I have no doubt.
You shall know soon enough. He is coming back. I shall return according to the plan.
Hurry along then, and don't be late.
Madam, sorry for keeping you waiting even a moment. Widow Stanley, I presume?
At your service.
Please, do sit down.
Thank you.
Well, I'm delighted to finally meet you, Widow Stanley, after hearing so much about you. You were almost related to my mother, isn't that right?
Almost. We were close friends. So close, in fact, I fear my present poverty may be an embarrassment to her wealthy children.
Dear Widow Stanley, you need not apologize, for we all have our troubles, and if I were one of those wealthy children you spoke of, I would gladly help in some small way.
But I was led to believe that Lady Livy had greatly blessed her nephews, so they may be the vessels of her charity.
I'm sorry, but you are strangely misinformed. Lady Olivia is a worthy woman in great many respects, but I must say, Widow Stanley, in confidence, that what she has done for me has been a mere nothing.
What? She never sent you gold, rupees, yen?
Not even a Deutschmark. Oh, a few presents now and then. China, shawls, African tea, and Indian crackers. But nothing more, believe me.
12,000 pounds in his name, and this is the thanks I get. African tea.
And you have heard of the extravagance of my brother. Very few are aware of all I have done to help him.
I'm certainly not aware of it.
I am afraid I gave him so much money that it only encouraged his prodigal behavior. Which means I am deprived of the power to serve you, Widow Stanley, as my heart desires.
Then, sir, you cannot assist me?
It grieves me to say I cannot, Widow Stanley. But whenever I am able to, you will hear from me.
And I will remain your most humble servant.
Ma'am, in the meantime, I wish you good health and happiness.
Sir, you are too good. Charles, you're my only heir!
One bad effect of having a good character is that it welcomes visits from the most unfortunate riffraff. True benevolence is so expensive.
Mr. Joseph, my apologies for interrupting, but my business demands your immediate attention, as this note shall inform you.
Mr. Rowley, a visit from you is never an interruption. Good heavens. Lady Olivia is in town?
She is indeed, and is most eager to meet her worthy nephew.
Yes, it says as much here. Well, it seems my life is determined to completely run out.
I must run to tell Charles, and will soon arrive with Lady Olivia.
I am so thrilled. It's perfect timing.
Good. I will tell her you eagerly await.
Yes. I cannot explain the sensations at the thought of seeing her. Tonight!
Right. I will tell her.
sure that she must be in great distress.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is terrible. The whole story will be out in the papers before I have a chance to tell anyone myself. Oh, Sir Benjamin, have you heard the latest news?
Lady Teasel and Mr. Service?
Oh, and Sir Peter's discovery?
Oh, it is the strangest piece of business, to be sure.
I was never so surprised in my life. I am sorry for everyone who had to be involved in it. Oh,
Well, I don't pity Sir Peter at all. He was extremely partial to Joseph.
Joseph! Why, it was with Charles that Lady Teasel was discovered.
Oh, no such thing. Joseph is the gallant in this affair.
No, Charles was the man. Joseph brought Sir Peter in on purpose to discover them.
I tell you, I heard it from
And
one.
I heard it from
I
one.
just- it's
You
on.
heard it from the nurse. The nurse heard it from the butler. And
Who
she
heard it
read
from
one.
one?
And
Who
she
heard it
from
from
one
one
directly. Here comes Lady Snowbell. Perhaps she knows of the whole affair.
Well, isn't this sad news of our friend Lady Teasel?
Who would have thought it?
Well, there are no trusting appearances.
No, indeed. But have you heard the particulars in the matter?
No, but everyone says that Joseph was
There, I told you, Joseph was the man.
I am certain it was Charles.
Charles, my dear Mrs. Candor.
Yes, Charles was the scallywag. Joseph, to be fair, was only the informer.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you, Mrs. Candor. I only hope Sir Peter's wound is not too serious.
Oh, Sir Peter's wound! Oh, I did not hear a word about them fighting. Neither did I.
What? No one has mentioned the duel?
Not a word.
Why, heavens, yes. They fought before they ever left the room.
Sir Benjamin, you simply must tell us everything.
Well, it was like this.
Sir,
Said Sir Peter, immediately following the shocking discovery.
you are a most ungrateful fellow.
Oh, you said this to Charles, no doubt.
No, to Joseph.
You are a most ungrateful fellow. And although I may be old, I insist on immediate satisfaction.
Yes, this must have been to Charles. For it is very likely that Joseph would fight a duel in his own house.
Not at all, madam. I repeat, and in fact I insist, it was Joseph. Now, where was I?
And although I may be old,
Oh, that's right.
I insist on immediate satisfaction.
And upon seeing Sir Peter place his life in such peril, Lady Teasel ran from the room in hysterics. And Charles ran after her to make sure that she didn't faint. And then, ladies, they began to duel with swords.
Well, pistols, nephew.
Pistols!
Yes, I have it on very good authority.
Oh, and it is all true, Mr. Crabtree.
Very true indeed. And Sir Peter was dangerously wounded.
By a thrust to his right side.
Honestly, Benjamin, it was a bullet, and it lodged in his thorax.
I see one, Sir Peter.
Yes, but Charles would have avoided the whole matter.
There, I told you Charles was the man.
My uncle apparently knows nothing of the matter.
It was Charles. Sir Peter sent him.
You are a most ungrateful
As
fellow.
we've been through all this.
Nephew, let me speak.
And I insist on immediate satisfaction.
Nephew! Now others to know something once in a while. A pair of pistols lay on the dresser, as Joseph and a friend had been out sporting the day before. They had forgotten to disarm them at the day's end.
I've heard nothing of this.
So Peter forced Charles to take one, and they fired. Charles shot him, struck, as I've already said. But the most extraordinary part is, Sir Peter's shot ricocheted off a bronze bust of Plato that was above the fireplace, then ricocheted out the window and struck the postman, who was just going
Any of this is true. I've got to learn more facts from better sources.
And when she be off to?
You don't know.
Oh, but where is Sir Peter now?
Oh, they brought him inside. Servants have been ordered at night. pounds as was a bullet to the thorax.
Bullet, sword, doctor. Are you all mad?
Are we to understand, then, that you are not the nurse?
Further knowledge than deferred delivery upon me.
Only a friend of Sir Peter's, then. Have you heard of the accident?
What accident?
He was run for the body
He was shot in the breast.
by his service.
The young girl missed her service.
Well, you all seem to differ strangely on your accounts, but you do all seem to agree Sir Peter is wounded.
Oh, yes. We agree on that.
There can be no doubt.
Well then, for a man in such critical condition, he sure is also extremely foolish, for he seems to be taking a stroll in this direction. Sir Peter, what are you doing on bed? You've just been stabbed and shot.
Uncle, this is the most miraculous recovery.
These gentlemen had you stabbed and shot and wanted me to be a doctor in the matter.
What is going on here?
Well, it would appear, Sir Peter, that the story of your duel was not true, for which we are most thankful. We are, however, sincerely sorry for that.
Our misfortune.
So it has covered the town already.
But you must admit you are partly to blame, getting married at your age.
What business is that of yours, sir?
Oh, but since Sir Peter is such a good husband, I feel we ought to pity him rather than scold him.
Madam, I do not want your pity, nor your proverbs, nor your lectures. What I do want is for you to leave my house.
Oh, well, we are going then. And we assure you we will have you play the hero in our reports together.
Leave my house.
And tell how cruelly you have been treated.
Out!
And how patiently you bear.
Thieves! Robbers! Demons!
They do tend to provoke a person, don't they?
I heard every word. Is everything all right?
Is there ever a day in my life when everything is all right?
Well, I did not come to inquire. I came only to tell you I have seen both of my nephews as planned.
And come to laugh at my own misjudgment, I suppose.
Never, my good friend.
I can see it in your sneering faces. You have heard the whole mess.
It is true. We are all acquainted with the story. I met Lady Teasel as she was coming from Mr. Joseph's home. She was most humble and requested that I be her advocate for you.
Does Olivia know as well?
Everything.
The dressing screens.
And the little French hat maker. It's been a most amusing tale.
Most amusing.
I should have loved to see her face when the screen was removed.
I shall never show my face again.
I know it isn't fair to laugh now, but I just can't help it.
No. Don't restrain your laughter on my account. I find it a very happy occupation to be the brunt of my friend's jokes. I shall be so excited to look in the society columns tomorrow and see my name in the headlines.
I am truly sorry, Sir Peter, and I do hope that you, your wife, and your friends will be soon reconciled.
I see Lady Teasel going down the hall right now. Perhaps now would be a good time.
I will leave you in London, but please come to Joseph's home as soon as possible. There I will be, hopefully redeeming a prodigal nephew. However, as well, I will be exposing a hypocritical one as well.
I have already exposed one hypocrite today, but I shall be along shortly.
Good evening, Sir Peter.
Your lady awaits, Sir Peter.
She's not coming in here, Raleigh.
But she has left the door room open for you. I think even from here, I can see the tears.
She does seem to wish I would go to her.
Will you not comfort her?
Do you think it would do her a little good to let her repent?
Peter, that is most ingenuous.
But I don't know what to think. Do you remember those letters I found? Clearly in her handwriting, and addressed to Charles.
A cruel forgery left on purpose for you to find, Sir Peter. This is just one of the things I intend on this thing to prove to you.
I wish you were here proving it now. Raleigh, she's looking this way. So beautiful and elegant. I will go to her.
Thank you, sir.
So, they will laugh all the more when they find we are reconciled.
Let them laugh then. Only show them how happy you are in spite of them.
I will, Raleigh. Thank you. We should be the happiest couple.
I will leave you two alone now.
My dear Lady Teasel.
I do not think we are defeated yet.
No,
Is it true that Mr. Snake is still on our side?
from what I can tell.
And he is willing to swear that you are engaged to Charles and to prove it with some phony letters?
So he promised me just an hour ago.
Then it is not yet too late.
Sir, you have to.
That will be Lady Olivia. Send her in.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk some other time. Wait for me in the city.
But what if she's found you out? What if Sir Peter's told her?
Lady Olivia just arrived in town, and Sir Peter would not have had an opportunity to speak with her. And besides, he would hold his own tongue for his own sake. And, you may depend on it, I will soon find Lady Olivia's weaknesses.
Well, I will trust your abilities, so long as you stick to one skiing at a time.
For all my rotten luck, my own Confederates against me. Well, my reputation is so much better than Charles that I shall have no trouble. Hold on. This is not Lady Olivia. It's Widow Stanley. Lady Olivia comes to us here. Good heavens, Widow Stanley, why have you come?
I heard your aunt was expected. I came to see if she could lend me any aid.
Ma'am, come some other time, and I promise you shall be assisted.
But I greatly want to see Lady Olivia.
Shall not happen tonight, ma'am.
Oh, what
What are you doing for finance here?
Your financier. So, she's been to see you too, has she?
Well, of course she has, but don't tell me you've been borrowing money.
Of course not. It's just that Lady Olivia is coming at any moment.
You're right, you simply must leave.
Yeah, but Widow Stanley, sister.
Widow Stanley? This is Miss Premium.
No, it's Widow Stanley.
I tell you, her name is Premium.
Well, it really doesn't matter now. Now, I beg you, Widow Stanley.
I make you Miss Premium?
gentlemen!
Man, you simply must go.
I'm with you, Joseph!
Such violent behavior!
Is this any way to treat your aunt on her first visit?
It's a good thing we came to rescue you, Madam Olivia.
Certainly, for Miss Premium and Widow Stanley were no help to me at all.
Gentlemen, let me introduce you to your aunt, Lady Olivia Surface. Charles!
So my destruction is complete. You may as well take my life now. Nope. Of course, that would be good luck at this point.
Sir Peter, my friend, look upon this elder nephew of mine. You know what he has already received from my fortune, and how gladly I would have bestowed half my bounty to him. Know then my disappointment in finding him to be destitute of honesty, gratitude, and charity.
Until today, I would have been surprised that you're speaking this way, but I also know him to be treacherous, hypocritical, and self-righteous.
And if he pleads not guilty to these charges, let him call me to the stand.
They talk this way to righteousness. What will they say to me?
As for his prodigal brother here,
Here it comes.
have you anything to say for yourself?
Not that I know of, Lady Olivia.
Miss Premium knows too much, does she?
To be sure, ma'am, I was a little careless with the family canvases, and my ancestors may certainly rise up in judgment against me. But when I do not seem ashamed at the exposure of my follies, it's because I feel the warmest satisfaction in finding me as my most generous benefactor.
Well spoken, Charles. Give me your hand. The sickly-looking portrait on the table forgives you.
Well, then my gratitude towards the original is greater still.
But I believe there's one here whom Charles is even more anxious to be reconciled to.
Well, Maria, you may speak what is on your heart.
I have very little to say. I am glad to see Charles reconciled to his aunt. But as for me, I resign whatever claim I had on his affections to one who has a stronger hold.
Maria, what's this? When he was an incorrigible rascal, you wanted no one else. Yet now that he is reformed, you will not have him.
His own heart and Lady Sneer will know the cause.
Lady Sneerwell.
My brother, I am hesitant to speak on this point, but justice obliges me to impose the injuries you have caused upon Lady Sneerwell.
What? Another French hat maker?
Charles, you ungrateful cat! After all I've done for you!
I don't understand this.
Well, there is one other person who can make everything perfectly clear.
Raleigh, if you'd be so kind.
Come in, Mr. Snake.
I thought we might want his testimony. However, and unfortunately for some, he comes to confront Lady Sneerwell support her.
You villain! Treacherous to me last!
With all due respect, Lady Sneerwell, Mr. Service, you paid me handsomely to tell a lie, but I have not for twice that sum to tell the truth. Lady Sneerwell bears no love for Charles, and all correspondence between them were forged by my hand.
May shame and disgrace follow you the rest of your life, Lady Sneerwell. Before you go, I would like you to pay my respects to the scandalous school of which you are president, and inform them that Lady Teasel will no longer do harm to reputations. You insolent wench! May your husband live another 50 years!
Well, that was interesting.
A completely malicious creature.
Well, surely her last wish was not so malicious.
It was the one good thing I've heard her say.
Joseph, what have you to say for yourself?
Ma'am, I am so confounded to find that Lady Sneerwell has used Mr. Snake to impose on us that I know not what to say. However, lest her vengeful spirit prompt to destroy my brother, I had better follow her directly.
Self-righteous to the last drop.
Marry her if you can, Joseph. You'll go well together, like oil and vinegar.
I believe, Mr. Snake, you are now free to go.
Been a pleasure. Good evening.
Lady Olivia, I see we need no further persuasion to reconcile your nephew and Maria.
That's as it should be. Let them be married tomorrow.
Oh, thank you, Aunt.
You bro. Are you even gonna ask the young lady's consent?
Oh, I did that a long time ago. About a minute back.
Charles, shame on you. Sir Peter, there has not been a single word, and
The fewer, the better. May your love for each other never run out.
And may you live as happily together as Lady Teasel and I intend.
Alright, I suspect that I have much of my gratitude towards you.
You certainly do, Charles. Raleigh believed in you when all others thought you were hopelessly beyond redemption.
Well, then may he be honored in my family, as long as men speak his name.
Raleigh always said that you would reform.
Oh, I make no promises in reforming. But how could I not, when I have this gentle, loving, virtuous maiden by my side as my guide and counsel?
Blessings upon you both.
And the same to Lord and Lady Teasel.
Thank you, Olivia. And let the whole country know that for one family at least, the school for scandal is closed.